Hi Libra, welcome to your May 2024 tarot reading. Today feels like spring. Like really feels like spring. I really wanted April to feel like spring a lot. Like so many times I was like, can we please just get April to please feel like spring already? Um, yeah, it feels like spring today because it's not April anymore and we're into May. Um, May's energy is going to feel so much better than April's did. And I talked about it in depth, all of the astrology in the Patreon rising sign readings that I do every month. And yeah, it's May is going to feel really magical in a lot of ways. Now you could find that if you still have things that you're avoiding, if you are not processing some stuff that you got to get through, um, the focus in May is necessary because you can get really distracted. And then you're going to just have to like go through the cycle all over again. But my advice for Libras out there is to experience life as it's meant to be experienced instead of trying to figure it all out all the time. Sometimes when we get indecisive about things, we like paralyze ourselves. I see my very Venusian son, my middle son, do it. He's a Libra rising, just like me. His father's a Libra rising as well. But I see him paralyze himself sometimes when he's being indecisive about something. And I just want to look at him and be like, you have to make your mind up. You have to like have your own mind. You have to have your own mind. But I remember that, I remember not wanting to upset anyone with, like what my decision was, right? The moon. Okay. Um, Man, that eclipse that we had. There was a lot that was triggered in that eclipse. And I feel like May is going to bring us some answers about the things that were brought to our attention. You could find that there are apologies that come to you, or like some kind of how do I want to say this? It's a truce is what it feels like, almost like a truce. It feels like there's almost a truce that happens. That's what it feels like. The moon, and then the Page of Cups. So the Taurus new moon and the Sagittarius full moon. So the Taurus new moon is going to be in your 8th house. The Sagittarius full moon is going to be in your 3rd house. And there is a lot of unknowns as you're coming into May. And I feel like that the things that you really want to have as you're coming into May, it's very interesting. I feel like there will be success, but it'll be after a time of like a struggle to get there. But I feel like there's just this really big unknown for you, and there's this desire, or there's this like, I don't know, it feels like an unknown forgiveness or an unknown truce, or like something is, you don't see it coming at all. Um, And if it turns into an argument, I feel like you come on the other side winning. Like, I feel like it's actually, it's almost like something needs to come out. Something needs to be said. The Page of Cups, it feels sometimes like a very wounded energy, you know, like kind of like wanting to be the victim in the experience or in the circumstance. So, you know, you don't, and that's really not a place that you want to go to. That's not a place that you want to be in. Um, so let's clarify. Let's see what this moon, the moon is like, the emotions are really a lot this month. And so when we have a really super high emotions, this is like, we really have to allow ourselves to focus on things. Yeah. And the nurturing for sure. Taurus season for Libras is a time of change and transformation. So really it's more of like a nurturing quality, you know, really letting the energy flow with what needs to flow. I'm just going to clarify all the cards, Libra. This one is the Six of Wands. There we go. Yeah. See, there's some kind of opportunity that's coming out of an ending. Yowza, Queen of Cups. Okay. So there's some kind of opportunity that's coming out of an ending that happened. Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. They're doing the lawn outside. Hold on a second. I got to shut the window. Ace of Cups on the moon. Give me 1 second. I think that that's like the most annoying thing about being in this apartment complex is in the spring. It's like every Friday I have to remember that they come around with the loud mowers and stuff. But I love the place anyways. Ace of Cups on the moon. This really feels like self-care month for you, Libra, in a big way. It feels like it's almost like not worth it to fight things. It's not worth it to like fight against things. 10 of Swords on the Page of Cups. So there's some kind of really painful ending. This could be like you got into an argument, right? And it may even be that you got into an argument in front of some people or something, or said something that you probably shouldn't have said, or somebody else said something and you just got into an argument. And so I do feel like there's almost like a peace offering. There's, yeah, like a truce or something. But that 10 of Swords is pretty painful, right? It feels really emotional. And so that's why I feel like you're really having to heal yourself as well. But it does feel like that was a really painful ending. The Three of Cups on the Five of Wands. For some of you, this is about a relationship that had to end. The relationship ending was a really great opportunity for you. It doesn't really feel like it, like, you know, it doesn't really feel like it at first, but there's like by you loving yourself after the ending of whatever painful thing that happened, um, by you loving yourself, you're coming out winning on the other side by you being honest with your own feelings and your emotions. But this Three of Cups and the Five of Wands, I don't know, this feels like a struggle within a friends group. The Ace of Wands on the Six of Wands. I love this. This is the part that I love. This is the part that I want to focus on, is the Ace of Wands on the Six of Wands. That's a huge victory. And there's an opportunity. It's almost like whatever ended was like shrouding you in some way. And now things are opening up for you. That's what that sort of feels like. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups and Temperance and Judgment and the Five of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, for some of you, this is about you being like single. Temperance and the Queen of Cups. There could be a Sagittarius energy. But we also have like Pisces is here as well. Scorpio. There's even Venus and Virgo here. So yeah, but Judgment and also the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Cups, Temperance, Judgment, and the Five of Cups. So yeah, so it's like, it's really time to grieve. It's really time, May, you might find that May has um like a finite kind of like, no, like this is it, like I'm done with this, and like it's really time to grieve now, in a lot of ways. So yeah, it really sucks to say that, through those really hard, painful existing times, that something can bloom out of it. It sucks to say things like that. Like, I hate that that's the way things are. But you have to remember that those really dark times that we have are that's where we evolve the most, in those moments of existence that are like really, really hard to get through. So I love you, Libra. I think that, this is about really, coming to terms with shifting into who you are. That Libra eclipse for me, as a Libra rising, was like, um, I I was no longer going to allow people to perceive me just any old way that they wanted to, you know what I mean? It's like the way that I'm putting myself out into the world is so incredibly authentic. And if you don't like that, great. And it worked. Like right away it worked. Right away it was like there was like it was hard, but people fell off, and I needed those people to fall off, because there was no good intentions behind me in any way. So really, really interesting things came out of that eclipse. And I think for you as well, you have kind of seen the light in a lot of ways, and recognizing where things need to end, and recognizing that, it's sort of just finally time to grieve things, and just like I'm hearing, like, get on with life is what it feels like. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful May. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.